Good morning, what's up guys? Andrew Curry here for another tip of the week and also this week in practice. Now, what came up this week was a lot of people wondering how can this slow motion movement be used as a self-defense? Well, you're just going to have to stick around and find out. That's part of the initiation. As you know, there's no ranking system in Tai Chi, so you have to develop a certain skill level before you start practicing the martial art. Otherwise, it just sets you back. I mean, literally, what we do is we try to get you to relax. That's the biggest thing. And if I start coming at you in a martial arts context right away, you're not going to be relaxed. So it defeats the practice. Okay, so if you're interested in Tai Chi as a martial art, at least in my school, you've got to come and pay the initiation dues of learning the form, going through some push hands, stuff like that. What we're trying to do is elevate the level of martial arts to an energy-based kind of thing, so that we're learning how to deal with energy. This just becomes another form of energy that you've got to figure out how to deal with. It's not any different than gravity, but how you relax mentally and physically determine how you respond to all of the energy around you. You get used to a certain kind of irritation in your life, that becomes your set. That becomes your normal set, where you're set at normally. Then in order to feel anything, you have to amp it. Okay, well, Tai Chi is actually saying, let's lower the set point. Let's get it down here to where we're kind of, at least trying to relax, and then let's go a little bit lower, a little bit slower, a little bit softer. Okay, and see what kinds of insights we can have from that. That's literally the internal art as a function. Okay, so if you're interested in learning how Tai Chi works as a martial art, come and spend 6 months or so learning what else we do. So you just have to stick around till it's time. Okay, so having said all that, then we're always looking for stimulation, and we say, okay, so you've learned how to do the form this way. Yeah, it's pretty good. You don't have too much bend, and you're nice and relaxed, and everything's flowing. It's nice and easy. So now, what I would say is, so now test yourself, because I'm not going to do it for you. It's your practice. It's your life. Okay, you figure it out. So if you're comfortable doing this kind of movement, that's great. So now, how do you go low? Okay. In other words, this feels pretty good, but this doesn't quite feel as good, and this really starts to get some muscle tension and some cramping or whatever. Okay, so you have to do it a little bit at a time. So if you're able to do this movement, this way and this way, see, like that and like that and like that, then try it a little bit lower. So this time, just go a little bit lower. You don't have to go very much. And remember that you have to keep a neutral body. That is, now the old classics say no down and up. Okay, we get that. What they're really trying to avoid when they say no down and up is people doing this. Overbending any joint. Okay, you don't want to overbend any joint. You still want to maintain a neutral body. Now, how you find the neutral body is exactly the same as it was before. You're standing on one foot, the hip is relaxed, that is, it's bent, okay, and you're able to open and close it. Okay, so if you're able to open and close it at this height, then try opening and closing it at this height. Okay, maybe you have to do just that fundamental exercise for a few weeks in order to be able to play at this level. Okay, and then a little bit later you get to go down a little further. Okay. Now, as you go down, there are some interesting things to watch out for. You're going to have to come to class and let me see your form in order for that to happen, in order for me to diagnose that. But basically, one of the things that can happen is you can go down for a couple of movements. Okay, don't worry about the principle of always staying at one height. Go down and up. Okay, let your body go down and up. That'll start to give you the same kind of thigh sensations that you get from riding a bicycle. Okay, so that's the tip of the week is to relax. Don't worry about practice. You'll get to be fighting when it's time for you to fight. This week in practice is all about going down and up, increasing the depth of your play in order to strengthen your muscles. But the real reason we're doing it is to test. It's a test to see whether or not you can stay relaxed and still breathe, and still know which foot you're standing on, and still know what kind of shape you're making. Okay? So this week in practice. Good luck. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.